Welcome friends, welcome back to the kitchen, welcome back to Cocktails After Dark. Today we're going to do a cocktail out of this 1933 cocktail book called Cocktails, Their Kicks and Sidekicks. And we're going to do one out of the Tropical Cruise Special chapter called the Rum Antiquarian. And I'm going to use two different rums. I'm going to use two different expressions of Diplomatico rum. And I understand that this one is not meant for mixing into cocktails. But if you like the flavor of the rum and it works well in a cocktail, then why not use it in a cocktail? So I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. Now, a lot of the cocktails in this book are meant to be made as pitcher drinks and then shared amongst friends. This one, as it's written, serves 4. Now I'm going to cut it in half and do half in each mixing glass and serve 2. Now, as usual, the ingredients are a confused mess of different measurements. So we're going to go for drops of Angostura. That was painful. Oh, got too many. We're going for dashes of orange bitters. Teaspoons of lemon juice, so that is an actual measurement. And each one gets a half teaspoon of simple syrup, a little bit harder. I can make it work. And then he writes that he wants parts of rum. Parts only works if everything else is expressed in parts, because that implies that it's supposed to be a ratio. But if you only put one thing in parts and everything else is an exact measurement, it just doesn't make any sense. And so I'm going to call this 2 ounces of rum. And we'll get a clean measuring device. 2 ounces of rum. And stir. Okay, now got a couple of glasses chilling. And this cocktail gets 2 garnishes. So we're going to garnish them with lemon and a cherry. So this is the green bottle. This is the brown bottle. Can you tell the difference? And a lemon twist for each. And a maraschino cherry from the world's smallest jar of maraschino cherries.
Hey Glenn, you're concentrating very, very hard there. Hi friends.
Well, someone gifted us this tiny little jar of maraschino cherries.
It is a tiny jar. I want to just, let me clean that up for you. It's a little bit drippy.
It was really good. What are they called? It's on the lid. Starlino.
Starlino.
Okay.
There you go. With the sugary
Sticky.
juice certainly tasted great.
So the Rum Antiquarian, and we did it with 2 types of rum. So this one is this one, and this one is this one. Okay. This is a tough one.
Because they're really quite different.
Yes.
I'm surprised at how different they are. But I think I like them both.
Yeah, I like them both for different reasons.
This one seems to be... I can't really put my finger on it. Like,
No.
it has a more upfront rum flavor to it.
This one, the rum does take a back seat. But it seems a
But
little...
it's got a fuller flavor to it. Like, it fills the flavor profile in better. If that's a real descriptive.
Okay, so... Again, play with the alcohol in all of these. And even when you see a recipe put out by a corporation in their corporate recipe books that tells you use their brand of rum, you know that they've tailored it to that brand to make it taste the way to fit a flavor profile. But there's nothing that says that you can't swap in other ones and experiment and play with those sorts of things. And when you get into something like this book from 1933, and I'm sure I've said this before, nothing that was available in 1933 tastes the same as what's available today, even if it was the same brand. It's just the way it is. Manufacturing has changed. Flavor profiles have changed. Nobody knows what anything tasted like then or what it tastes like now. Julie just wants the cherry. Okay. Give this one a shot. I think if you like rum, it's a pretty good cocktail. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.